Hello, I'm Nigel Finn, the Technical Director of the Chord Company, and we're joining Simon, our Senior Technician, as he shows Pete how to terminate a set of signature speaker cable. We joined Simon when he's already twisted the cable together and is about to fit the specially designed clamp that we have manufactured by our local supplier. The clamp is made from aluminium and it's designed to hold the cable securely but without compressing the cable. We find that if you compress the cable, you can affect the sound quality of the cable. Simon's fitting the clamp so it covers the end of the braids and then secures the twist. The clamp is secured by a central Allen key. Simon fits this, and once it's tightened right up, he knows that the cable is properly secured, but he knows that he's not over-tightened the cable as well. Great attention to detail is paid to this section, and we ensure that the clamp is properly lined up. The next thing Simon has to do is prepare and strip the end of the cable. The outer jacket is cut away, and this reveals the three braids that make the signature speaker cable so unique. Simon removes the outer jacket and once done so, we'll cut away the two outer braids that surround the cable, leaving just a foil braid in place. Simon makes this look very, very easy, but to achieve this standard of finish takes a great deal of training and a great deal of practice. The two braids have now been cut away. The next thing Simon will have to do is to remove the final layer of foil. This combination shielding system is something the Chord Company use a great deal with their cables and find it to be remarkably effective. Simon measures the point at which he needs to strip the foil using the banana plug that he's about to fit to the cable as a guide. He cuts the foil, being careful not to cut too far into the insulation. But in this case, it doesn't matter too much because the insulation surrounding the conductor needs to be removed anyway. Simon's removed both the foil and the insulation, showing the heavy gauge, oxygen-free, multi-stranded copper conductors. This is one of the heaviest cables that we work with. It has a substantial central conductor, and whilst this is fantastic for sound quality, it doesn't make it the easiest of cables either to cut, twist or to terminate. But the end results are worthwhile. Once again, a heat shrink is applied. One of the key factors of this cable is that the shield must be removed from all possible contact with the conductor. Once again, Simon's very careful about fitting the heat shrink sleeving to ensure that it's absolutely accurate. These are examined and checked. The next stage is to fit the banana plug itself. The Chord Company have used the same banana plug for several years now. We listened to many different types of speaker termination, but felt that this one offered the best and the most consistent sound quality. It's also extremely reliable. Once again, we'd emphasise this is a heavy speaker cable and it needs a high quality plug on the end of it. We use a mixture of clamping and soldering. We did experiment with screw-on conductors for speaker cable, but found the soldered connectors in blind testing gave a better sound quality. Simon clamps both banana plugs onto the end of the speaker cable. He's cut the speaker cable to the correct length so that first of all he can clamp the cable, and once he's clamped the cable he can then introduce solder to the joint. This is something that is unique to the Chord Company. One of the critical things with soldering a banana plug to a heavy gauge speaker cable is to get enough heat into the joint quickly enough. This can certainly be done with a conventional soldering iron, but often if you do this, the cable becomes uncomfortably hot as the heat conducts along the length of the cable. What these tongs give us is the ability to generate a large amount of localized heat extremely quickly and make an extremely secure and very reliable joint. What could take 2 or 3 minutes with a soldering iron takes less than 30 seconds with these tongs and produces a remarkably good joint. Simon feeds the solder into the joint, ensuring that the bucket is properly filled and that the solder has run right around both the conductors and the banana plug. That's the soldering finished. The final action now is to fit the heat shrink. The heat shrink not only covers the joint and seals the joint, effectively producing an airtight connection, but on top of that, it shows the direction of the cable. Just like the Indigo, the signature speaker cable sounds distinctly better in one direction than it does the other, and it's absolutely critical that customers fit this cable in the correct direction, so both ends of the cable are very clearly marked. Once again, Simon ensures the shrink is accurately placed before shrinking it finally into place. And there we have a completed termination of a set of Chord's award-winning signature speaker cable.